person lingers around the corner. Here, you can smell the medication in the air as it comes out of human pores. There's no righteousness left here. Just prayers left to be answered in a moment of desperation. So, how many doctors does it take to get to the bottom of his medical problems? 1, 2, 3. Mr. Flores will never know. You know, he knows he's dying. He looks me in my eyes and tells me, Papi, siento como que me estoy muriendo. I feel it. It's like I don't got no life in me. I just don't give a fuck no more. And when he asks the doctors questions, they answer with words that the devil himself wouldn't condone. They say, well, Mr. Flores, you have lived a long life. A long life. I fear tears building inside of me, but I can't no more cry in front of this man. To think that 52 is a long life. My eyes have witnessed the slow internal destruction of a man struck by a sickness that won't be cured this time around. His legs are as big as my arms. He's nothing but skin and bones. 5'8", 122 pounds. Something you would see in an old photograph of an old Nazi concentration camp. The lack of natural sunlight has seemed to damage his melanin, causing his brown Puerto Rican skin to look pale like paint on an old vintage car, way past the point of buffering and too old to bring back the shine. What used to be thick black hair, dark like wild forest, has been decimated to look like thinned out fibers. Makes it look now like unfertile soil. His cheekbones are prominent. The lack of fatty tissue and muscle on his face lets his eyes do most of the explaining. He knows he's a dead man talking. And yet, he squeezes a laugh here and there, accompanied by a story of the good old days. Say, oye papi, yo me recuerdo cuando el barrio was el barrio. We used to party all night and play all day. Or, oye papi, tú ves esa enfermera allá? That nurse. She wants me, but she wants to jump my bones. Think she got a hot piece of pussy too. Fuck it, I'ma let her. He laughs and I laugh, even though I know at this time and place, he doesn't even want a part of himself. With salsa running through his veins and Puerto Rican pride in his heart, he's a throwback to the few OGs left from the old school of El Barrio. Even with his fuck you attitude, now he's too fragile to stand, yet too hard-headed to stop trying. He's in need of conversation for the lack of family that comes in and pays a visit. So he tells me, you know, papi, most of the people from my era, están muertos. Died from that OD. You know, that good shit from back in the day. What they have now in the streets is mierda, papi, mierda. Some of them got shot or stabbed, or that AIDS got us. You know, it's either a monster. He talks as if he's the last of his kind, the last of an endangered species. He continues, man, I had some good times at the Copa, papi. Fine women too. Shit, I used to put them in just like this. You're right. What you laughing about? I used to be the chick. I was suave. And I realized that he's holding on to his sanity with his memories. Because no one wants to talk about how they're dying while they're dying when they live, but how they live. So I tell him, what you need to do is get the fuck out of this hospital, bro. Get a one-way ticket to Puerto Rico and just chill. Set up a hammock between two coconut trees, have a nice cold cervecita with a good-looking woman right by the beach. And for a minute, I gave him hope. And he said, I sure, right, papi? I sure. And he gets stuck in his daydream, man. Looked like he had heroin in his blood again. But you know what, papi? There's nothing for me in Puerto Rico. Nothing. I was born here. I'm a Nuyorican. Yo soy de Nueva York. Wondering how long I could keep a straight face while looking at the shell of a man that I have watched coming in and out of this hospital for the last 2.5 years. Now in front of me, Mr. Flores lies in ICU, bed 3, December 25th, 2009 at 9:30 in the morning. And I'm thinking to myself, what a fucking way to spend the holidays, surrounded by IV Drake tubes. I contact patients and other patients whose future look timid in his own. I look into his eyes. He's no longer scared of the outcome. Da gracias, and embraces the life he has gotten to live. With salsa running through his veins and Puerto Rican pride in his heart, he's a throwback to the few OGs left from El Barrio. Maybe he is an endangered species. Maybe he is the last of his kind. Mr. Flores, gracias por todo. God bless you. Dios te bendiga. Pa'lante, papi. Pa'lante.